y tus ojos alumbrando la ciudad. Yo no sé si habrá milagro, si nos podamos amar, pero sé que hay en tus labios un veneno que probar. Yo no sé si habrá milagro, si nos podamos amar, pero sé que hay en tus labios un veneno que probar. Na 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 na. 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 Na 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 na. Yo te sueño en Cartagena, hechizo de luna llena, corazón.
Welcome to Buzz Talk Live. My guest tonight was born and raised in a small town of Santis Spatitos, Cuba. Surrounded by his family, rich in musical talent, his story begins after his father sold 2 pigs to buy him an electric guitar. His father did whatever he could to support his family. But this marks the start of his musical venture and career that he would never look back on. At the age of 16, my guest Will Plus partnered up with some of the biggest musical acts in Cuba. He really started to realize and believe that he could make a life with his music in someplace else. So after years of honing on his skills and crafts, at 23, he decided to leave his family and the communist regime of Fidel Castro for the United States of America. Barely surviving on his own, Will wrote and recorded an 8-song album, Will Plus, in 2015, which portrayed the history of his heart and soul. Now, please remember to use the chats tonight because Will has a story to tell. And here to discuss his journey and musical talent, welcome singer-songwriter Will Plus to the show. How you doing, Will?
How you doing? Thank you for the invitation, brother. That was a great presentation, man. Introduction.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
The story of my whole life.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, pal. I mean, I think, so where, I do this on every show, and I just like to know where we're remoting from tonight. And so where are we tonight?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Yeah,
awesome.
Fort Lauderdale.
Is hot and humid, or is it?
Actually, we were waiting for a hurricane.
Yeah, you got some weather happening down there.
It was a tropical storm, but thanks God we are safe. Nothing happened.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's good. That's good. So we're gonna have good Wi-Fi tonight, I hope, and we'll be raring to go.
We don't need more troubles after this coronavirus thing,
I hear you. So let's talk about you have such a unique upbringing, because where you're from, and my open, with your dad, selling 2 pigs, just to buy you a musical instrument. Can you just reflect on that whole part of your life and how that all came to be?
Yeah, actually, I grew up in it's a small town, like you say, in the center of the island. It's called Santi Espiritus.
I totally messed that up.
No, it's good. It means Espiritu Santo. It's like a Holy Spirit.
Espiritu Santos, yeah, right.
Holy
right.
Spirit. That's why is the name of my town, Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit. Right.
So my dad bought my first guitar when I was 11 years old. Because my dad, he used to be a musician too and play out, but he never, he have a family and he have to provide for the family too. So it wasn't easy for him,
Yeah. No,
and I started with 11 playing in the local bands, in my hometown. Actually, my dad, when I was 14 years old, he had to sign a paper allow me to go out and play where the people are drinking and stuff like that,
Wow.
because I was underage. And it's a totally real story, man. Like my dad actually bought, we have 2 pigs, I'm talking about 250 pounds pig.
Now let me stop you there, because I gotta ask. So, was your dad a farmer? Did he have pigs on a farm? What?
No.
So where did these pigs come from?
Normally people in Cuba, because the people are let's don't call hungry, but the people have a lot of necessities. You know what I mean? It's not like
right.
In the States you go out and you say, I want chicken for dinner, or I want a steak for dinner. Whatever you're looking for, you can get it. You know what I mean? You can go and buy it. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. At the same time, we don't even have music stores in Cuba. We don't have auto part. If you have a car and you want to fix something in your car, it doesn't exist in my country. We are 50 years or 60 years behind. We are living in 1929, just to be kind of clear.
Wow, I
Like,
always thought it was 1950 because I always saw the night,
actually,
the 57 Chevys around. That's my
I think it's
recall of a
actually
few.
in the 20s because it's crazy. But the difference is now we have internet. Well, they have internet now in Cuba. It's really expensive, and it's a hard country, man. It is a hard country. It's hard to live there over there. The
Yeah,
people spend their whole life trying to provide food for their tables every day, and that's not life for any
yeah,
family. You know what I
no,
mean?
no, no, definitely not, definitely
So
not.
the long short story with the pigs was we were like raising those pigs for over 10 months. But I'm talking like I have one guitar, and my dream was I say, Dad, I need electric guitar. I want to play electric guitar. And my first electric guitar was a Russian electric guitar that doesn't even have like a brand.
Wow.
I don't even know. I remember the strings were like this far away from the neck. Like,
Oh
yeah,
man.
it was like crazy. But we sold the two pigs, and we got around like $200-300, and I bought my first Fender Squire.
My
It's the
God, two or $300 for a couple of pigs. I mean, what does an average person make a week or a month there?
well, my mom works. She used to work for 25 years, and she makes $10 a month.
$10 a month.
$10. She's retired.
Now,
And
and everything is provided by the government, right? Because it's communism there.
that's the pretty story they tell the people. They say like free education, free health care. We provide everything for the people here, but the reality is that's not the reality. You know what I mean? Real people have to survive with $10 a month. Sometimes you see a doctor like in a bicycle going to the hospital to save somebody's life. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you don't even on a car. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And
Now let me ask you this. In America here, we have classes. We have, poverty. There's low class. There's middle class. There's high class. So where in Cuba is there such a thing? I mean, because the government really controls everything. So do they take classes out of, is it middle class there? I mean, where does that all, where would your family fit in as
there
far
is
as a
no
class?
absolute class in Cuba. It's or you're rich or you are really poor. You can be in the middle, that middle, like, just let's be honest. In Cuba, everybody have to steal from somewhere to survive.
Wow.
That's the reality. The necessity makes the people to take from here and from there and try to sell it out there.
Right.
It's like a black market. You know what I mean? Everything is black market over there.
Everything, huh?
Everything. And man, it's a really hard life in Cuba. Most of the people, I think 70% of the population in Cuba are poor.
Wow.
I'm talking about like 7 or 8 people, even 10 people living in one house. You know what I mean?
Jesus. My
It is
God.
really hard.
Yeah. So
Another crazy thing is the kids, when they are raising like 7 years old, at the age of 7, the government takes away the milk because the government provides milk for the kids. So when you get 7 years old, you're not allowed to drink milk anymore.
is that right?
Can you believe that? Can you understand that? Or it makes sense if I tell you that
They take away the milk so the kids
milk,
don't.
yeah. Kids after 7 years old, they do not receive milk.
But
anymore.
milk helps you to grow. It
Exactly.
helps your bones, and especially for a kid, So wow.
That's why there's crony. You know what I mean? It is really hard,
It's
man.
it's a shame. It really is a shame how
Nobody
how the
understands.
government.
People, you tell that to people, and they say, "Nah, you're joking, right?" Nah, that's not true.
Well, it's coming right from the horse's mouth, as they say. You're speaking truth to their power. I mean, here now in America, you're an American citizen.
Yeah, thanks God.
And
I love.
how long you been here?
I've been here for 7 years. Actually, July 27, was my 7th anniversary in the
Oh wow.
United States. Yeah,
God
man.
bless you, man. God bless you. I mean,
God bless this country.
that's awesome. I mean, uh, God, I can only imagine, how you, when you were bringing, and it's true, your family and the love of music, it kind of like had a diversion of what was actually happening in the country. So, with your dad singing and playing guitar, it kind of helped you grow up normal, if that's even a thing there,
He
because
actually, but remember one thing, he's a worker. He's like a worker man, like
yeah,
he was a musician when he was my age, like actually younger than me, 20s, in his 20s,
yeah, yeah,
like a normal young guy. He used to play guitar and sing, but he needs to do something else to survive.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Man,
that's,
my mom actually was a banker. She used to work in the bank
mm,
for 25 years, and she got paid after retirement like $10 a month.
oh my God. Oh my God.
But being honest, I'm not lying to you. Like my family, actually, you can consider my family as a middle class family. We have a good house. Uh,
Yeah, you
my
have,
whole life I've been eating like good. You know what? I don't have problem with
yeah,
food in Cuba, but that's because we were the lucky ones. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
yeah.
have my parents were like fighters, if you want to call it that. They are fighters. You know what I mean? Like they provide for the house,
So
but
now,
not all the people are like that.
you at 23, or at around that age, between 23 and 25, is that when you came to America?
I came to America at the age of 23 years old, but I left my hometown when I was 16.
Hmm.
So I left my house when I was 16. I moved to the capital, is
Right.
Havana, Cuba. Um,
Hmm.
there, I started to play with the like big bands in my country.
Right.
I was a lucky one, man. I'm being honest. I was lucky,
Hmm.
but I spent a lot of the hours practicing and making all these things happen. You know what I mean? It's a lot of hard work into this.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. I mean, it's almost like you were born playing a guitar because you are so awesome. That
Thank you.
and we're gonna get into that here in a minute. But I just want to just end the story with you coming to now to America here, and this must be like Disneyland, compared to where you came, from when you first set foot on the soil here, and you decided to become an American citizen legally, and it must have been an eye opener for you because of everything that was, that you didn't, that you were suppressed to have there, you have here. And can you speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, before I came to the States, I used to live in Colombia. This is South America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I moved to Colombia when I was like 21, something like that. And
Okay.
I came to the States when I was 23. Um, Man, it's a change. It's day and night.
Hmm.
When I got here, I can tell you like this. The first thing I saw, it was the light. Everything was so like
Bright.
impressive,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
bright everything
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I came out of the airport and I saw those big cars. It was
Hmm.
like shocking, man. For
Wow.
I swear to God, the roads, huge roads. I say, oh my God, I'm in the most beautiful land I ever see in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I tell you,
Shocking.
uh, uh, it's unfortunate that people that live here and was born here and raised here, we take it for granted. We take it, our freedoms for granted here. And, where you came from, you didn't have any freedom. And it was all government ruled. And, it's a shame. It really is that people have to live like that.
You don't have
They
freedom
can't
of
enjoy life.
speech. You don't have freedom of speech. You cannot talk or
Right.
say what do you think.
That's right.
We were living there. We're still living. I'm not living there, but my parents. It's like I'm still there.
Yeah.
Part of me is still there. Just to tell you something really quick, I'm not a Cuban anymore. Can you believe that? I'm not a Cuban national anymore. It's like I lost my citizenship.
Right.
I, I'm not part of
You're
that
you're
country.
an American citizen.
Yeah, I'm proud to be American, man. Like I say, I'm not
Yeah.
proud to be an
Good for
American.
you. Good for
I
you, my
love this
friend. Good
country,
for
man.
you. Yeah. No, that
But
well,
Cuba is the perfect picture of what could happen in the States,
mm,
in this country, if we keep doing what the people are trying to do in this country.
you
I
know,
see that every day, and it really bothers me because you don't know what you're gonna have if you never been in that situation. You know what I mean? And I know where I came from,
yeah.
and this is exactly what is going on in the States.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
are trying to push
we're
that.
living in some very interesting times, times that I can't even remember. And it's almost like a perfect storm because of of the pandemic and the lockdown, the government assisting people with monies and everything, and keeping them locked in their homes and home, and not back to work, the way they should be. And it's almost like it's like party time, and you have, it's unfortunate that you have some misguided youths out there that just they don't realize, they don't realize what a beautiful country that we live in, and I'm so glad you're here tonight to talk about that, because it should be talked about.
We need to talk. Young people need to wake up. I know it's not everybody, but
Yeah,
young generations, people in college, those are the first one are like kind of messed up right now. Like I really respect their belief,
mm-hmm.
but you need to love this country. This country is like, I can tell you that it is the we call the American dream, and
Yeah,
the American dream to me is called freedom.
freedom,
Freedom.
freedom.
A lot of people came to America. You have a better life. You have to work for real. You get paid uh, better than in other countries.
Sure,
But
sure, sure.
I came to this country trying to find freedom. So I'm not afraid to say what I think, my belief. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Respectfully, but this is a beautiful and blessed land, man.
Yeah,
I love this country, and I'm proud to be an American too.
yeah. That's great, man. Let's end it right there, because we can. I'm sure we can speak a whole hour on the subject. Will. Hey, listen. I'm so glad you're here tonight, because it's amazing, because I've been broadcasting now for a little over maybe 4 months, and just trying to find guests for the show with interesting backgrounds, like yourself, achievements, and all. And I love to put a spotlight on those people. And so to grow the channel, I've been on all the social medias. You can find me everywhere. But I just recently, within a few weeks, went on to TikTok, and and that's how I found you. It was just one day I was just scrolling through TikTok. I'm just trying to figure out the social media on it, and how, and post, and this and that. And I happened along your page, and you were jamming. You were doing some guitar solo. I think it was Floyd. I'm not sure, but my God, what a gift you have! Because
Thank
when what I heard, it was like I was just turning on the radio and listening to the music, because note to note, you nailed it, on every note. And I don't know. Maybe can we start the show with a little guitar solo?
Yeah, but you can play a little piece.
All
Actually, the
right.
TikTok thing started like really like I was just joking, because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, this is for like young kids or whatever."
Yeah,
And I
yeah, yeah.
started let me have some fun and play some guitar there. And my account is growing a lot. Like I have over
Yeah, and
40,000 followers right now,
I know you got almost like 40 something thousand.
42,000 followers already.
That's crazy. That's
And
crazy. And
I
that's
have
all kudos. That's kudos to you, my friend. I mean, talent wins out. And when people see talent, they stop and they listen, because, you're a very special person. So yeah, let, let's do some jamming here.
I can play. You want to play with backing tracks? I can play without the backing track. I can play a little bit.
How about a little dark side? Can you do a little dark side?
Yeah, I can play. Let me try to play some back in here. So
Yeah,
you guys
take your time. This is live.
magic, man. Let me.
By the way, we have some chats coming in from people that are viewing. And, you know, just going back to the opening and, you know, about how it is here in America. Freedom is not free. You're an inspiration. F. Solicito is chatting. Wonderful, so impressive. And Debbie, I'm not picking up on that name. Debbie Gerst, so proud of you, Will. We're here. So yeah, let's rock on, baby.
Yeah, let's play something.
That's awesome, man. That's a.
That video got like almost 700,000 views already.
Is that right? Is that? Oh my God.
It is really hard for music on TikTok. It's not an easy thing.
Well, how so is that?
Yeah, it is hard because it's a lot of people posting music out there, you know.
Yes.
And it's a lot of competition. It's not music is not about competition, you know what I mean? But it is hard to get views. And with all this TikTok ban right now, a lot of views are going down. So a lot of people are like, I don't know. It's on its cutting sometimes. I don't know what happens. You hear me right?
Yeah, you're okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true because you know, by me, you know, signing up and following you, now it's like, you know, on my feed comes a lot of guitar solo, you know, other people doing the same thing. But let me tell you, rest assured, you're amazing. I mean, nobody has it over you, my friend. You're awesome.
I just have fun. You know, I always tell the people, ask me, hey man, what are you using? You know, because a lot of guitar players or people who like guitar, and they always, hey man, what gear are you using? And what do you do to learn this? And man, the secret is practice.
Practice, baby. Practice. Yeah, you got to practice. And let me tell you, every conversation I had with you leading up to this point, you know, with the test calls, this, that, you always had a guitar in your hand and you're playing. I never saw you without a guitar in your hand. I mean, it's like, do you take a shower with that thing? I mean, it's crazy.
Actually, the thing is, this is my kind of my little studio, home studio here.
Yeah.
And I'm not even like playing. I used to play like a lot more, practice even more.
Yeah.
But not anymore. So I'm in the right now. I'm more like producing music and making arrangements for my new songs.
Yeah.
But I love guitar, man. I love write songs and sing my stuff, produce for people. I do a lot of recordings too for artists, and music is my life, man.
Um, one more guitar solo. What? Let's see. How about a little Prince? How about a little Purple Rain? Can you do some Purple Rain?
Actually, I don't have that backing track with me right now. But we
Okay.
can play something else. Play this,
How about a little? How about Santana?
we can play this one. I can sing that too. Let's see. People love that song. Let me try to find it.
I think that one got a lot of hits because it was so much like the original. My God, it was
Let me
crazy.
play this one. I'm gonna play a little piece because the song is like 4 minutes.
Yeah. Of course.
I'm gonna play a little piece of this song. Okay? Here you go. Esa mujer me está dando, me ha espinado el corazón. Por más que trato de olvidarla, mi alma no da razón. Mi corazón aplastado, dolido y abandonado. A ver, ¿qué sabes? Dime, mi amor, cuánto amor y qué dolor nos quedó. Ay, corazón espinado, como duele, me duele el amor. Ay, cómo me duele el amor. Cómo duele el corazón cuando nos viene entregado. Pero no digas, mujer, que algún día dirás, ay, cómo me duele el amor. Ay, corazón espinado, cómo duele, me duele el amor. Ay, cómo me duele el amor.
That's freaking amazing, man. That's great. That's great. You know, I tell you, Will, I think you should have a request line. I think you should have like go on TikTok, and then just have a live show and just have requests.
Oh man, it's so many requests sometimes of so many songs because sometimes people think like we know all the songs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes time to learn like every song, you know what I mean? Sometimes I barely remember the lyrics of my songs, you know. I have a show yesterday.
Yeah.
No, Friday actually. It was really good. It was a live streaming show. And you have to go over your songs, spend time to do a good job, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, I mean, that's a good question. So, how much do you practice?
Oh man, like you say, I play guitar almost every day.
Yeah.
But the way I practice today is not the way I used to practice when I was 17 years old. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm looking right now more for that soulful side of myself. You know what I mean? Like, I try to write. I'm a writer. I write music. I write songs, and This is the time of my life where I'm writing new songs, new stuff. My playing is actually more um, accurate in the different. I don't know, more soulful. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You can start to feel that little mojo you get it with the years. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm not about like that fast play when you're 18 and you want to play fast, like in with Mastin and all that thing.
Right, right,
You
right.
know? And in the older side of the music on my guitar playing now, more soulful stuff. I try to sing with my guitar the same way I sing with my voice. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because
yeah,
I think the people understand that part. You know, the biggest player for me is Stevie Ray Vaughan,
yeah,
uh, Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix,
yeah.
Gary Moore, Carlos Santana is the only exception, the only one who doesn't sing, but he does his singing with his guitar.
Yeah, it's true.
He's
Because you could just you can feel the passion when you play. You can really feel the passion in your play, and that's that sells everything that you do with that thing. Is the passion and the heart that you put into it. Crazy.
if you
Um,
feel it, if you don't feel what you do, whatever thing you do, it doesn't have to be music.
that's right.
Whatever thing you do, if you don't feel it, if you don't have that connection with yourself,
Get the hell out.
the, the people are
Don't
not
do it
gonna feel
anymore.
it. The people are not gonna feel it.
Yeah,
There's no secret about it. You have to feel it, and
you
the
have
people
to.
are gonna feel it. It doesn't matter through a screen or through the radio. It doesn't matter. If you feel it, the people are gonna feel it.
So let's talk about your first album. So how soon after when you came here, your first album came out.
Um, I start my album, the process of all the recordings and all that part. I love that part, the creation part,
Yeah.
creative part of my album. Like it took me 8 months to do the whole work, all the recording, mix and mastering.
Hmm.
But I started a record in 2014,
Okay.
so the record came out in 2015.
2015.
Yeah, by September 2015. It took me some time. It was well produced, the album. I produced the album, but I spent time trying to make everything the best. It was my
Sure.
first real baby. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. I mean, that's your selling piece. And you got to make sure everything is perfect on it. And I'm sure you did
Very
a
meaningful
fantastic
song.
job.
All the songs have a meaning in that album because it's actually it was that transition from when I was 15 years old
Hmm.
until 26, 27. I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
25. So I put a little bit of all my experience in Cuba, in the States, um, my life experience, my own like life experience in that album. Actually, the song number 4
Yeah.
is called Mi Niña. It's a really meaningful song for me because I wrote that song for my one of my cousins who died
Can
when she
can
was
you
27,
can
27
can you
years old.
just play us a little bit of that?
Yeah, you can play the chorus of that song. Maybe some Spanish people here want to say hola, hola, hola
Hola.
todos. It's called Mi Niña.
Yo sé que dicen tus ojos, también conozco tu aliento y ese espacio donde tú refugias los sentimientos. Ojalá fuera yo la flor que nace en tu huerto para entregarme a ti y así expresar lo que yo siento. Ay, mi niña tan bonita, déjate acompañar en la noche oscurita, tan cerquita del mar. Ay, déjame volar, ay, déjame soñar.
Yeah, man, that's sweet. That's
Thank
sweet.
you, man. I love that song. I love that song. Every time I sing that song, I feel like ah, it's a meaningful song for me,
Yeah,
man.
sure,
And for
sure.
my actually, I wrote that song for my cousin. But it was like my auntie words to her daughter. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I was trying to tell. I wrote what I felt she was thinking inside her heart. You know what I mean? But it's actually a positive vibe song. You know, it's a happy song.
You did a song soundtrack for a movie, a Spanish movie. Is that true?
Yeah,
Despedida?
Despedida. Yeah,
Despedida. I'll get
it's
it
a
right
short
one of these days.
yeah, called Animal Nocturno. And Animal Nocturno. So it was a short film,
Mhm.
uh, very successful. Actually, he got a lot of like awards already in South America. And I've been doing music for television. I actually won 2 Emmys
Oh, nice.
for
Good
for
for you.
I write music for commercials, TV like Christmas commercial,
Oh, wow.
and
I did
I'm
not
doing
know
everything.
that.
Man. I'm working,
Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, so I got a clip. I got a clip of that song for the movie. Let's take a look at it.
No hay despedidas en la vida, para mí no. No es necesario que me digas adiós. Si conoces que en tus manos tienes mi corazón, muriendo despacio, muriendo despacio. Y aunque compartas tu vida, y aunque digas lo que digas, sé que es más fácil. Yo sé que es más fácil decir adiós. Decir adiós. Yo no me arrepiento, nada fue incierto entre los dos, solo el tiempo nos dará la razón. La, 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 la.
That was awesome, man.
Oh man, thank you.
So good and very well produced too. I mean, when did that movie happen? When was that?
That was 2019.
Oh, okay, last year.
2019, and by the end of 2018.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff for TV, like I said before, and it's a great platform for musicians too, man. Like,
Yeah, man.
you
You know,
have to-
down in South Florida, I mean, my God, you know, with all the places to eat, the bars, music in the streets, it's such a collection of artists down there that, especially in Fort Lauderdale, you know, area, is great. Very rich down there with the musical talents like yourself.
South Florida is really good in the entertainment. A lot of, we have a lot of clubs and stuff like that. Unfortunately, right now with this COVID, man, musicians, are struggling right now.
Well, we'll get back to normal. We'll get back to normal.
I hope really soon.
I do have another clip of something that was shot. Was it in Spain?
Cartagena.
Cartagena,
yeah.
Yeah. You want to set that up?
Yeah, that song actually, I went to Spain in a city called Murcia, and I recorded a video in a Coliseum. You have like 2,000 years. It's 2,000 years old.
Wow.
That place. I became actually, when I was recording the video, they give me like they give me like a paper, like I was the first Latin for Latin America person to record a music video in that place.
Right.
Actually, they closed the whole place just for me to do a video. It was an amazing experience. It's a huge place, and they have a celebration called Cartagenenses and Romans. And it was a kind of like big celebration with people dressed up as like Romans.
I know.
Roman Empire. Everything, all the stuff you see in the video is actually real. It's people dressed up.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So those are not extras. Those are real.
No. It was in the middle of the celebration called Cartagenenses and Romanos.
Okay. All right, let's take a look.
Yo te sueño en Cartagena, hechizo de luna llena, corazón, caminando cada calle y mi brazo de tu talla soñador. Adoquines centenarios, la muralla junto al mar y tus ojos alumbrando la ciudad. Yo no sé si habrá milagro, si nos podamos amar, pero sé que hay en tus labios un veneno que probar. Yo no sé si habrá milagro, si nos podamos amar, pero sé que hay en tus labios un veneno que probar. Eso. Yo te sueño en Cartagena, hechizo de luna llena, corazón, caminando cada calle y mi brazo de tu talla soñador. Adoquines centenarios, la muralla junto al mar y tus ojos alumbrando la ciudad. Yo no sé si habrá milagro, si nos podamos amar, pero sé que hay en tus labios un veneno que probar. Yo no sé si habrá milagro, si nos podamos amar, pero sé que hay en tus labios un veneno que probar. Na, 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 na. Yo te sueño en Cartagena, hechizo de luna llena, corazón.
Wow. That was great, man. It's amazing that they have these. It was like a parade in the streets, and it was just dressed up, and you guys made a video, and
Yeah, it was like a carnival, like
Yeah.
7 days, 7 days of that thing.
wow.
Like that.
It's like Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
So I want to get to our special guest tonight. Your girlfriend, is quite the singer, my friend, and I want to give her a proper introduction tonight. And I want to show the audience her talent. You want to give us just a little background on how you guys met and all that?
She can tell the story better. I think you can play that.
Yeah, I know.
She's great, man. She's such a great singer.
Okay, here we go.
Share my life, take me for what I am, 'cause I'll never change all my colors for you. Take my love, I'll never ask for too much, just all that you are and everything that you do. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. This passion inside can run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Don't make me lose one more love. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms every day. Or must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you see through right to the heart of me. You break down my walls with the strength of your love. I never knew love like I've known of you. Will the memories survive? One I can hold on to. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. This passion inside can run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. Your love I remember forever. Don't make me lose one more love. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms every day. Or must I imagine
Bravo. That's
Thank you so much.
welcome. Welcome to Buzz Talk Live.
So much for having me.
Oh my God. You have an incredible voice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That song is, I can just imagine how hard it is to sing that song in those notes and the way you delivered it. You know, where's American Idol? Where's that show?
I know, right? Well, no, I appreciate that so much. Yeah, it took a little bit, you know, I had to practice that one a lot.
Sure
Yeah, he actually, that was his idea.
Yeah.
He was the pusher behind that one.
Well,
says,
giddy up. Yeah, that was a great idea, my friend.
He says, you need to do this one. You need to do something super hard that people don't think you can do.
Yeah.
And you're going to prove them wrong. I said, okay. So
Yeah, I mean, I recently, within a few weeks' time, you guys went live on TikTok, and I'm driving in my car. I'm watching the show at the same time I'm driving. I'm doing everything wrong, and you were like, you know, hitting these notes, and I was like, my God, she has like this Cyndi Lauper range. I mean, it was like crazy what I was listening to. You guys are very blessed. I tell you, I wish I had half the talents that you guys have.
So much.
So tell me a little bit about your background, Tori. I mean, you know, how did this all happen for you?
Well, so I'm 100% American. I was born and raised in Fort Lauderdale, and I moved to a small town, Vero Beach, when I was 9. And I came back here when I was about, I would say 17, 18. And I really, really started, I mean, I knew I could sing before that. I took vocal lessons pretty much starting at, I would say 12, 13.
Okay.
And then I did all, you know, the chorus in school, and I started, you know, playing around with some writing and everything. And I went back and forth from Fort Lauderdale to Atlanta, recording some stuff. And then I just kind of landed here, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna really settle down here. I joined a band, and that's where I met this guy. And we were performing for about 2 years, I would say 2 years. And we said, you know what, I think we could do this by ourselves. So let's start something and make it really ours. So it's been 2 years. Yep, 2 years in April. We started a band called Vinyl. And we actually have a few bands underneath us as well now. And we perform at weddings and everything you could possibly need music for, we kind of perform at. So clubs, bars, casinos, weddings, private events, private parties.
Separate thing from our careers.
But that kind of keeps us in check for recordings and everything like that. So right now I'm working on just writing and creating an album. This guy is obviously helping me produce it, and we're doing a lot of work with that. I know you've heard his incredible Will Plus album, and he's recorded a lot of that since. So many new songs. And that's pretty much where I am. I'm just writing and recording, getting some original stuff, you know, finalized and out there. And so that will be coming very soon.
Well, I mean, it is, I guess, the unfortunate perfect time to do that. If that's even how to present that. I mean, you know, wow. So, you know, you're putting stuff together. Now, the band Vinyl, I'm assuming that it's a pretty prominent band there in South Florida.
Yeah, it is a really good band. All the musicians are great. I forget to send you a video about it, but it's such a great band, man. We have great people. Lucky. And I have the same musicians for over 2 years, and that's to me the hardest part, but it's the most important part. Keep the same people in the band, you know, because you start to create that Joel thing, you know. And we do that, like, we work like 4 times, usually 4 shows a week. And that is kind of a lot, you know.
Well, you know, what do I mean, I have some prepared questions for you guys. But you know, it's so awesome that, you know, you're together, and I want to hear more of you, and then we can get to the questions. You guys, can you? I mean, I have a video too that was produced when you did Shallow. I'm gonna run that, but before we do, you do this Spanglish, a Bon Jovi song, "Living on a Prayer." Can you perform that right now?
That one's so interesting. Yeah, we put our own little flair on this one.
Okay.
Tabby used to work on the dock. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck sometimes. Gina works at diner all day, working for the man. She brings home a pay for it.
She says you gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if you make it or not. We got each other, now that's our life for love.
We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on the prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on the prayer. He always got to get snazzy with it.
That was great. That was great.
Thank you.
So, so the song "Shallow," that was who produced that for you? Not the song. No, the video. I meant, not the song.
Oh wow. Okay. It's a great friend of Will's.
Yeah.
Memo Zarita. It's actually the same guy who did the Living on the Prayer video. He is literally incredible.
Yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. He's really talented.
Oh my gosh.
And we actually have Tori and I, we usually do some covers all the time, like in our free time, and say, hey, let's record this. And
Right.
we always try to put our little things,
Flair,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right, a little Spanglish
bit
thing.
covers.
Yeah,
And I always like to do like quality stuff, you know what I mean? I have great friends, like he's a really good videographer, but he's a musician too. And he did all the video.
His visions
Yeah.
and his creativity and the
Cinematic
little
eye.
things that you like don't think about as an artist or like as us, because we don't know, we're not behind the lens. And he just adds so much character
he's really good, man.
into
Wow.
everything. I remember shooting the Shallow video and I was like, oh, we're gonna do that. And then you see it after and you're like, oh my God, thank God we did that, because he is just a visionary. He's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
He's
he
my
did it. He did a really
favorite.
good. He did a really good job.
Simple,
Before I get to the video though, you're getting a lot of hearts from. You got a heart from G. Rossi. Is that a family member?
That's my mom.
That's your mom. She loves you. Of course, she loves you.
Yeah.
And Debbie.
Bloomquist.
Bloomquist.
That is my aunt. That's my
okay.
aunt.
That's your aunt. Oh,
Family
double
affair.
hearts there. Double hearts there. So everybody's giving you love tonight, and they're tuning in. That's fabulous. That's awesome. So let's get to "Shallow."
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. And all the good times I find myself longing for a change, and in the bad times I fear myself.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more?
Wow. That was awesome.
Thank you, George.
That was awesome, man. You know, I what do you hope to for others to take from your work? Like, you know, it's a question where, you know, as professionals like yourselves, your talent is out there. So, you know, what could others take from you?
This question is for me or for Tori?
Whoever, have at it.
Oh man, I can say like I'm still learning every day. You know.
Yeah.
I'm really hard with myself, and if I give somebody an advice, is like I said before, love what you do, put all your like work on it, practice your stuff, and never get in that like comfort zone. You know, where you say, I'm done, I know everything, I'm good. No, because it's not true. You have to be hard with yourself, because that's the only way you will become better and better and better.
Yeah.
So that's actually my advice. And play what you really think. I don't know, play with passion, with love, man. The people always will see that.
Yeah, I agree.
But be hard with yourself. You have to be hard with yourself.
Yeah, you have to be your own worst critic, right? I mean, that's the old checks and balances, and it starts with yourself. And obviously you answered my second question, where, you know, what does it take to be a successful artist? And that's pretty much sums that up as well. So how could people, you know, support you? Let's go. Let's brand yourself. I mean, you guys are on TikTok. You Will Smith, Will plus music. Tori Rossi music, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're all over the internet. You're all over social media.
That's the best support like people can give to us, is go and follow us on social media and check music. You know, today you don't even have to buy the music anymore. You go use the platforms and you listen to music for free.
It's right there.
So that's the best way to support an artist, you know, an upcoming artist, an independent artist. Like most of the artists are independent, because there is no labels like looking for
and interact
things out
with
there
us
anymore, you know.
Comment, ask us questions, talk to us. Some people, like, you know, when we do a lot of shows, they're so afraid to come up to us, and then later on I'll get a social media thing and like, hey, I saw you tonight, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please, next time come talk to us. We're still human beings, and you know, we really like to connect with people and see what your thoughts are on what we're doing, and you know, how you can relate to the things that we're doing and everything like that. You know, it's all about being personal.
Now, Tori, tell me about your grandmother, because your grandmother was a singer, correct?
Yes. So my dad is from a big Italian family, and my grandmother, my nanny, she started singing super duper young, and around 15 she was offered a record deal with some really big company, and they wanted her to sing in Italian, and she was an incredible opera singer. I mean, classically trained, insane. I mean, she has an album, honestly, somewhere during the whole crazy move and her passing away, and you know, she had 7 kids, so who knows who ended up with those old tapes. I really don't know. She actually had to give it all up. She got pregnant very young, and you know, having 7 kids, and you know,
7 children.
7. My dad is one of 7. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. Wow. So my Aunt Deb is tuning in right now. She's one of the babies. She's the young one. And, but you know, I miss her so much, and you know, I grew up with her until I was about 8, and you know, that's when you really start. That was when I knew I could kind of sing around there. I mean, I was playing around with it, but it wasn't so serious. So yeah, I wish I could have that conversation with her, you know, and we see, you know, her viewpoints on everything, because she didn't get to take that full leap into music like I know she dreamed of doing. And you know, same with my dad. My dad, you know, he used to singles act in a bar and play pretty much for a little bit of extra cash, but it was also such a passion for him. That mean, you know, he's in such awe of him. Even before he and I were together, he was like, that kid is insane. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Rick Rossi.
He's watching too.
Right.
And honestly, like that connection of music, the first time I ever performed like in front of people, I was shaking. I
Really?
think I was in
So
seventh grade.
let me ask you, because also I heard, well, I read in was it high school or seventh or eighth grade or something, they had like a musical show, like
It was called American Idol. It was
American
like
Idol.
fake school American Idol, and it was actually the first time ever that I sang in front of like a decent amount of people. I mean, like pretty much outside of my living room. So I was terrified. My dad actually, my little chorus teacher took home like a little recorder, and she said, have your dad plug his guitar in, and we recorded. I was like the weird kid that didn't do like the Britney Spears covers and stuff, that was in. I did the Eagles, like Desperado.
Wow.
And no one even knew the song except literally like me and my family in the crowd.
Yeah.
I ended up winning, and it was like my first time that I was like, okay, I think I might
because you were different.
Good at this, you know?
You were different. That's right.
Yeah. But it was terrifying.
Let me tell you something. You have to, I hope one day if you're down here in Florida, you have to go and see us live.
Of course. What, are you kidding me?
You have to see
I'm there.
Tori, like, performing live, you know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm doing the MD, you know, I'm playing guitar, singing too, but I'm doing the MD with the band. So
okay.
But she's in the front, you know, like with the other guy leading the whole night. Sometimes we play for 2 hours and a half.
Yeah,
straight.
Jesus.
It's a lot.
You have to see her like doing her thing live.
Oh, thanks, love.
She's like respect for
a lot of energy in that girl there, right there. A lot of energy.
We're a great team. Like, being honest, we are a great team. Like working together, and it's really hard as a. It's not. People think it's really hard work as a couple. You know, doing the same thing because we see each other 24/7.
Literally.
Well, I think it's called. I think it's called love, right? I think it's called love.
Yeah. We didn't really know how crazy it was going to be at first, and we had so many people like, are you sure you guys can do this? Because I mean, it's literally 24/7. You can't go to work fighting because you run this thing together, and you can't bring that energy.
And you know, when you fight and you perform, I mean, you got to really be Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I mean, you separate both of them.
And it's another thing is the professional, where the professional part comes to the, you know, the game.
Yes.
It is like the part like we are a couple, but when we are on the stage, we are working.
Yeah.
We're working. You know?
It's different.
It's that line right there. If you don't know how to keep that thing,
it won't work.
It's not gonna work.
But even as owners of, running a band together, it's funny because naturally the boys like in the band, they come to us for different things. So like there is like, he has his part, I have my part,
right? But
at the end of the day, we come together to make it a whole. It's very interesting, but it works. It really does work. Yeah,
that's what you have to do, right? I mean, you have to come together to make the better of what you're striving for as a group. So,
actually, I'm still learning English, you know. I'm still getting better.
Pretty damn good, my friend.
It's great.
Pretty damn good.
When I met Tori, this is a crazy story. My English was really, really poorly bad. It was bad.
It was hard. I mean, there was definitely like...
And I grew up, I grew up a lot. I'm a better man today because of her. I'm her family too.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
love her family. And it's like I have my family in the States. You know, they are a great family, and she's a great woman and a great person.
My chats are coming in too. And another one, I guess, from your mom, my dynamic duo. And Debbie Bloomquist is, I'm trying to find that for years in Braintree. Her friend Anne had it.
Okay.
What's that
she's
about?
talking about my nanny's recordings.
Oh.
So I'm telling you, this is so old that it was recorded on like a literal tape.
Oh,
so,
wow.
I mean, she's knowing her, she's probably going to hunt it down now, but that would be insane. If she found that would be like the most emotional, coolest thing in the world for me. But Yes. And back to you. Yes. You know, we have something that I'm so blessed and lucky to have and share with him. I mean, not only do I have my solo thing, but for us to come together and bring that extra little something, people feel it. I mean, even before we were really together, people were always like, are you guys dating? Because we just had something that couldn't really like hide it. Even before I knew, they knew.
It's true. Really. I mean, you can see right through that. I mean, you know, when you guys are together and when you sing together, you can just feel the passion that you have with one another. It's quite amazing. So, you got one more for us?
He's already like, let's do this. Isn't she? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's best. And I can't believe what God has done. Through us, He's given life to one. But isn't she lovely? Made That is the
terrific, man. That was great. I mean, you know, having you guys on now. Where? So what event? You have any events that are lined up? You know, in the near distant future that you could talk about?
Now, actually, like I say, I did a show last Friday. Because now everything.
How did that go? Was that outside? Was that outside?
No, it was inside. Online in the studio.
Okay.
With everything. Actually, the link is in my social media. It's a live show. You can watch the show still.
Show 7 p.m. I think.
Yeah. It was great. It was an hour of show, live streaming, like 1,000 people connected. Mm-hmm. It was pretty nice, man.
It's like really the new world. It's so crazy, but it is.
With no crowd at all. It's just
that's got to be weird, right? Because I mean, when you're performing, you play off the crowd.
You feed off of them,
yeah. Sometimes you have no choice. You have to, you know what I mean? Those are the hardest time.
Oh my God, yeah.
Those are the real shows when you have to put the real you
The smaller shows, I swear.
It's harder. People always say, oh my God, it's so hard. I can't believe I'm going to perform in front of I've been doing shows in front of 50, 60,000 people in Cuba.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So the band that you were with in Cuba, they were well known.
Yeah, it was like Maroon 5 in the States.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was the same, but remember, Cuba doesn't have a music distribution. We don't have like a market for anything.
Right.
So it's like unknown music. You know? Well, everybody knows Cuban music, but the people know what happened in Cuba before 1959.
Yeah.
Right.
We go to the same point again. When Cuba was free, it was a paradise.
Mm-hmm.
After 1959, with the Castro, everything became like a horrible thing.
Yeah.
The difference is really crazy.
Yeah, she went actually
even
to
like
Cuba.
I can talk about it a little bit. You know, he and I were together, and he would talk to me about everything that's going on there. But it's so different when you go. I literally got off that flight, and I was like this. My heart was racing. One, I didn't really speak a ton of Spanish. I could understand some, but now I'm like a world better.
Really?
But it was just destroyed. I mean, that's literally the only thing I can kind of I don't even know how to explain it. It was just another level.
Yeah.
Another level. We would walk around, and it was just.
You felt like you were being watched, and.
No, not really. It just changed the perspective. You know what I mean? Her perspective about
with everything of this country.
When when we came back, now I can see like she understands the country where she lived now even better. She respects this nation even more. because you need to go there or whatever socialist country.
Right.
Go to North Korea where Kim Jong-un then.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You
Or
see,
Venezuela, right?
or
Venezuela is
Venezuela.
another.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is crazy, you know.
It's just insane because the things that are just you don't even like think about here. Like I'm talking toothpaste, soap for your body. You can't find it there. I mean,
Is that right?
Oh
Soap?
yeah. When
Soap?
we go, I thank God we're not like crazy overpackers. I can be because I'm a typical girl, but we bring literally 50 pounds for me, 50 pounds for him, and it is not for us. Not one thing is for us. It is soap. It's canned good. It's toothbrushes, toothpaste. It's everything you can imagine.
We go to the beginning now of our conversation. Right now we have COVID-19, and it's impossible. Like they are saying they have no cases. That's not true.
They're reporting that they have no cases.
They don't. They say we have 15 cases. Are you kidding me?
Well, who's reporting that?
China. Yeah, exactly. China have like a 1.3 billion people live in China or something like that. And how in the world they have less cases than the United States?
No.
That's like impossible.
It doesn't add up.
No, it's
it doesn't make any sense because that's what they do. They lie to the people. They control their populations.
Yeah.
I want to leave with one more. You got to give me one more guitar solo here.
Heck yes.
One more. We can
Yeah.
play.
Let's see. I'll make you pick. I got Pink Floyd. I have Stevie Ray, Journey, Eric Clapton, Dire Straits, Prince, Rush, Toto. Those are the ones that kind of like stuck out in my mind when I was on TikTok.
This kid works so hard on that. Honestly, it's crazy.
If it was, hey, how you play that? Because I had spent some hours trying to do it right. Actually, we can play some. I'm gonna sing and play this song a little bit. Tori can sing with me too, so we can like end the show like that. Let's do "Pride and Joy" of from Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
I'll just be a backup dancer.
When you girl by love give a sign to the blind, my baby's loving cause the sun is to shine. She's my sweet little thing, she's my pride and joy, she's my sweet little baby, I'm the little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, heart and soul, love like ours won't never go on. She's my sweet little thing, she's my pride and joy, she's my sweet little baby, I'm the little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, she's long and lean, you mess with her, you see her making me. She's my sweet little thing, she's my pride and joy, she's my sweet little baby, I'm the little lover boy. Wine, I still work her till the end of the time. She's my sweet little thing, she's my pride and joy, she's my sweet little baby, I'm the little lover boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You know, I'll tell you, I saw him live in 1984.
Wow.
At a college, and this was kind of like before he was really well known, and he was playing at a local college here for a small group of people, and a buddy of mine who was also a guitarist, and my buddy played like Jimi Hendrix, man. Augie Anjarami, he's no longer with us, but he had such a gift, like yourself, but he was like playing with his teeth behind his back. I mean, he did everything. He even died at the age Jimi Hendrix died. That's a little freaky, but
Wow.
yeah. I mean, but Stevie Ray, man, to see him live was incredible.
I would love to go back in time and like be there.
Yeah, and to listen to you play that, man, and you were hitting his notes note for note, man. It was great. It was great. Guys, incredible. I think you broke the record, the longest show on Buzz Talk Live tonight, and it was really awesome having you two here tonight.
Oh, man, thank you for the invitation, George.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Thank you for responding to my invitation. Because I send invitations out there, and people don't respond or whatever. It gets caught up in the whole, TikTok
That's
stuff.
so funny to me because so many people say that to him. Like they'll be like, "Oh my God, he responded," and I'm like,
I was pretty shocked. I reach out because you have talent, and I didn't know the story behind the talent and all that. That was pretty incredible into itself. I mean, where you came from, where you are now, and and you guys have such a rich future together, and with your music is. I wish you a lot of luck, man. God bless you.
Thank you so much. You're the same for you and your show, man. I'm really proud of you. You're doing this show by yourself. Putting a lot of work.
Thank you.
And I know it is a really hard thing to do, so I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you. I mean,
Thank you so much.
It's a labor of love.
Exactly.
It's some sort of labor I got right now, so I might as well put it.
Best things from like that labor, I swear, the best, most meaningful things always come from that.
Yeah. No. Well, I hope so. And and same to you. And believe me, I'll come down to see you live, and we got to keep in touch. We have to keep in touch with one another because I do want to see you and perform, especially Tori. Oh my God,
Thank you. Yeah, no, it would be amazing. We are so lucky that we love our work and we love our job so much. Everyone was like, "Oh, okay, this is a great vacation," and I'm like, "No, we want to go back to work." Like,
it's time.
Thing that I thought was kind of funny during this whole experience. We're like, well, at least we know we love what we do because I really would love to go back to work. I love it.
Me too. You're speaking to the choir. You're speaking to the choir, Tori. Thanks again, guys. Seriously, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, George.
Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
Take care. Wow. My God. Those two are incredible, and what a gift they have, and together they make beautiful music together, and such a gorgeous couple. So I wish them a lot of luck, and you never know. I mean, I'll be down there hopefully sooner than later, and I'll be definitely looking them up. So stick around on Thursday night at 9 p.m. We're going to have a minor league baseball player from the Detroit Tigers on, Jason Foley, and he has he's accomplished, and just to make it to the show, and we're gonna sit down and talk a little baseball on Thursday night at 9 p.m. with Jason Foley. So that's it for tonight. Thank you again for hanging in there on the stream, and please look me up, follow me on twitch.tv/BuzzTalkLive, so your phone will blow up every time that I go live. And you can also follow me on YouTube and Facebook and all the social media. And also follow Will Plus Music on all the social media, with Tori Rossi Music on all the social media as well. So That's it. Good night, and good night, America.